Hello. Today we're gonna put in a motherboard to an HP Pavilion. What kind is this? This is an a710n, and I just got a new motherboard today. And how we start this is we need to take off the back cover of this first. So turn it around. And you have two screws here, and let's see, one at the bottom right here, and that's already done, and one at the top, and you unscrew them, and it has a little handle on here, right here. You pull it off, and then you get to see everything that's inside of here. And here it is right here. Now on this one, the hard drive is usually bolted right to this case right here, but I have taken that off, and this is an old 30 gigabyte hard drive that I'm going to put in it for now. I got a 160 coming on the way for this, which is usually the model this one takes. Now if you ever have to take off this front cover, be very careful. Now it has pins on it, and right here, let me see, right here it has clips on it, and what you do is you pinch them like this, and let me see, there's another one right here, and let me see, there's one right here, and one right here. There's three of them on this side, and be very careful putting these on. I busted the power button before, so I just had to replace this power button. But you want to be real careful, and just like that. Let me see. It's always good to get these out of your way. So this has a green let go of it button. Okay, these are pretty easy to take out. These just slide out in no time at all. And oh, now this one seems to be stuck. There's this one, and this one. Okay, now I've gotten both of these drives out, which is going to save us some room here. Now we can start taking off these ribbons, and they do have handles on them, and use this handle. Do not pull by the wire, you'll break it. Okay, and let me see, this is the disc ribbon, and this one does not have a handle on it, so just be real careful getting these out. Okay, now we're going to take the cards off we have over here. Okay, and I have two cards. I have a graphics card, and geez, this looks like an old, it is, it's an old router, and or not a router, but a phone line for dial-up. Can you believe that? It's old. Okay, you take the little screw out here, and some of these, like this one, has a little hook, so it hooks into the card right here. So on this one, the hook is way back here, so I have to undo the hook first and then pull the card straight out. And be careful with these cards, they can break very easily. Okay, and we got one more to go here, and make sure you don't lose the little screws here. So I'll put these right here. Okay. And this card does not have a catch on it. So, yeah. Okay, now next we're gonna take out the memory card. Well, let's get these wires out of our way, and we'll deal with the power. Get these wires out of our way. Now, this is the main power that goes to the board, and it is right here. It looks like a 20 pin switch, and it goes right here in the hard drive, in the motherboard. And let me see. We've got this one. And with all these, it comes with a little pin. You push this and then you pull it up. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll take a picture of it later and have it on the side. Okay, now that we can get all these out of the way. And let me pause this, and I'm going to tie these up so they're out of my way. Now I shall return. Now the power wire, I just replaced this. I've got another power wire. It has this, let me show you this. If you break these, and let me see, it's right there, okay? Now a lot of them, they come in different shapes and sizes. You know, it has the main case right here, but what you need is the square part in here, right here, and this is basically the power button right here. Now, what a lot of people don't know is you could push this square thing out and put it in a different power button. Okay, now we're going to take the RAM out. As you can see, straight back here is the RAM chip right here. Okay, but it's held by plastic pieces like this. Don't try to pull it out of there. You got to pop these open. So you push the bottom one down and the top one you push up, and then this RAM chip, it slides right out just like this. Okay, and put that over to the side. Okay, now, the power wire, power button, it hooks to the bottom right here. And let's put this out of our way over here. Okay, now the USB ports, they go at the bottom. They're a 4-pin hookup, just like that. And the next one on the bottom is the number 2 USB in the front. Okay, the blue one is the audio, and it's right here. And this third one, I think that's the firewire, but we can always get our thing out of here. And it's right here, and auxiliary. And I have no idea. It says auxiliary, it's made for something, but let me see, and take this out. Let's keep those all over here out of the way. Okay, I think this is the firewire right here. I'm sure of it, it's red. Okay, now all we got left is the fan power. And the back fan, it gets hooked right here, so we want to take that out of there. And let me see, the CPU is right here, that's that fan. And here's the switch for this right up here. Okay, now we just need to take these screws out here. And if you look at the board, there is dark green around each one of the screws that go out there. There was one, or wait a minute, let me turn this up like this, and that's how it is. Okay, let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I got this out. And if you look at the back of this, and I don't see any damage on this, or it's got to be bad. It's got to be the motherboard. Okay, now we're going to take off this. Next point is to get the CPU off the board. Now, okay, on these, if you can see right here, this is where you put your screwdriver. Okay, you press down on it and you pry it just a little bit, and the thing comes right off. And here we go. Okay, now the CPU has a little bar on it right here. If you could see, it's right here. Okay, and you pull that just ever so slightly to the side, and then you lift it up. And it comes right out of there. And be careful with this, because it has hundreds of little pins sticking out of it, like so. Okay, now, and let's put it on our new board, which is right here, and do the same thing to this one. The new board, lift the arm down first, and line up these little pins and make sure they're lined perfect, and it'll just drop down in there. Do not try to force it. Okay, put this back down, And put the one on in the middle, and all you need to do is place this over it and press this down. And then when it'll click on there. Okay, that's that. Okay, use your screwdriver again for this piece right here, and pull it out, pry it out, and push down on it. And come on, there it goes, and it clipped down there. Okay, now I'm going to put this right, oops. Let me see here. Okay. Just make sure it pops on both sides, and now it's good to go. Okay, and we can plug this in now. That gets plugged in right here to this one right here. Okay, and we put it straight back in place, and we put all the screws in it. Okay, and now we got the board in. As you can see, I've already hooked up the fans right here for this fan, and right here at the top for this one. And now we probably might put that RAM chip, and it's the board. The first dim switch is on this one, so that's where we're going to put this one. And make sure these are out. And then when you clip this together, the pins will close in on it. You just push them, and they'll snap in, just like that. Okay, and now I want to put these in. Now this one goes on the second switch, which is the one on the end right here. They're color coordinated too, so the blue goes on the blue one right here. And now let's start connecting with some power. Let me see. Oh, I got a red tie on here too. Okay. Now, this is the main power. This 20 pin right here. This one goes right here. Okay. And this 4 one goes right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to start with these. And this one gets hooked up. Oops. It would help if you put it on the right side up. Okay. And, ooh, you know what? The power switch. Let me see, it goes right here on the bottom. Okay, just like that. Oops. Okay, just like that. Okay. Now let's hook these up. There's a 4 pin on here that's the it's auxiliary. Okay. And this one goes all the way over here and to a 4 pin, and it's right there. Okay, the red, that's the fire wire. And that one goes right here on the red. It's getting a little bit too dark to be doing this. Okay. Now, okay, we got the CD1, or the USB 1 and the USB 2. And let's go down at the bottom. USB 1 and USB 2. tight fit. And USB 2. Okay. And the audio is the blue one. That one's right here. Okay, and now, okay, now we'll start connecting power for these. And let me see. You know what? Let me see. This is the master drive. And the slave drive is right here. And have the power up to these. There's 2 of these. Okay. Oops, let me see here. There's 1. And 2. And when you push these all the way in, they'll click closed. And there we go. Okay, that clicked for. Okay, and let me see how we got now. Let me see the hard drive, and we're going to use this. I'm not going to bolt it, but usually it's bolted with these 4 holes right on the back like this, and you screw them on from here. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. However, we're going to put a new one in here, so we don't need that right now. And let me see, got power, and this, and all we got now is the cards. And I'm going to put this one back in just because I have a blank space right there. You never want to leave that alone because it's designed for airflow. If you don't have good airflow, you could blow a lot of circuits in here. So I'm putting this back in, and just like that, and put the screw in there. Okay, and okay, there was one of these. Okay, and there's a graphics card. So this goes like this, and it looks like this doesn't have a catch switch. The other one, my other board had a catch switch on it. It would catch this lip right here. However, since I don't have one, we just put it in as normal. And the graphics boards, they always go on this switch right here. So let's plug this into there. And just like that. And screw. Okay. And there we go. Should be about ready to start it. And that's how you put in a motherboard for a HP Pavilion. It's a a710n. Okay, it's trying to put on the front plate right here. Okay. And there are going to be 4 grooves right here. 3, 1, 2, and 3. And there's 1, 2, and 3. And if you look at these, they have catches on the end of them. Okay, but we want to put this in real nice and slow. And we want to match those up on this side. Perfect. And you know what? It's easier to do this from the top like this. So match these holes up, put it on as straight as we can, and make sure these are in the holes, and just press down, and it should snap right in there. Okay, snap, snap, and one more snap, and snap, and then that's all in. And now, careful that hard drive. When you got a loose hard drive, you don't want it damaging your boards. And it looks good. And that's it. Oh, except for this part. Okay. And we're going to tighten that up later when we get the new hard drive in. But this, just put it right here. And there's grooves that go in here and at the bottom. 3 on the bottom. There's 3 on the bottom and 3 on the top. You just set it just like this. And you put those in the grooves. And it's a lot easier to do this. It's on its side, right like this. Okay. And you push it in the grooves. And you push it this way. And there you go. And tighten these two on the back. Okay, and we are done with the HP Pavilion. Which kind is this again? Oh, it's an a710n. Thanks for watching.